In the name of my ancestors. Peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I am the gatekeeper of this particular program, known here on YouTube and many other places as the mighty Angelsnupnup7. I am your brother, and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. I would like to continue my rant, my raving, however you want to call it, or my teaching, or my defense of those who are the descendants of slaves. Defend you from those who dislike your love for your ancestors, love for your family, because they have fallen in love with those of whom hate your family, enslave your family, discriminate against your family, lynch your family, and so many other horrors these beasts have done to your family, and they look like you. They look like us. But they love those who do us so evil that they are called sellouts. They are called Benedict Arnolds. We call them Uncle Toms. We call them Sambos. I call them dark Europeans. Whatever you call them, they are a group of very mentally ill, sick individuals. A sick group of people with confused brains. And I want to present to us a little bit more of that confusion. Okay? I want to give this simple example using a little bit of the law. The law created by the people that they love. So don't get angry at me. Get angry at the ones of whom you love so much. The racist pink people of America, Europe, and around the world. They so good to you, ain't they? They give you record contracts. They give you the presidency if you're half breed. They make you a CEO somewhere. They let you drive fancy car. You get to smoke weed. You do a whole lot of things. Ain't they so nice? But you don't have no power. You have no control. You're just here, but you don't control what is here. You don't influence what is here. You have become comfortable being a slave. Nothing has changed except the way the game has been played. They are still the slave master, and you are still the slave to these people. And they don't like us who call ourselves black nationalists, black liberation, black revolutionaries, who raise your fists and say black power. They don't like people like that because we no longer want to be their slave. You are unworthy of us serving you. You have never been worthy of us serving you. Those days are over, but let me present this quick example for us to show you the continuation of these confused and insane minds of the dark European, these Sambos, these Uncle Ruckuses. All right, let us say we have a millionaire. Let's say I'm a millionaire. Well, I'm not going to use me for an example. Okay, we're just going to just say we have a millionaire. He gets or she gets a telephone call from the state police. And the state police has bad news that that person, he or she, parents, have been killed by a truck. Of course, this is going to make you very upset that you have to bury your parents that was killed in an automobile truck accident. Okay. You have feelings and emotion to your parents, especially when you lose them in an accident like this. Now, you are a millionaire. Okay, I'm a millionaire. So since I'm a millionaire, I can afford to bury my parents. I can afford the casket and all the things and whatever. So why would a millionaire take the trucking company to court? The millionaire takes the trucking company to court representing the parents that died in the accident due to negligence of the trucking company. For what? You cannot bring the parents back. The parents are dead and gone. But this is to punish the trucking company for taking my parents away. So I cannot, there's no other way legally I can do this except going to court and sue the trucking company for monetary damages. I don't need the money. I'm a millionaire. But I'm doing this from my parents. Do you understand? Now, you go in now, if you win the money, the judgment against the trucking company, why should anybody go to court and sue for their parents or their child or other relative that is dead and gone? You did not suffer. I did not die in the car accident. I did not suffer any pain and physical hurt from the accident. But I did suffer. You killed my parents. Emotional distress, punitive damages, that because you took my loved ones away from me. Oh, wow. Now, this is what the trucking company is going to do. The trucking company is going to try to defame your parents and try to make the accident, when it is clear that it was the truck's fault, they're going to try to say, oh, if your parents was not eating a donut, if they wasn't listening to the radio, if they wasn't drinking that cup of coffee, that truck would not have run them over. And this is how it is in this country. The people who have hurt black folks, the so-called Negro, they try to flip the script and try to tell us, oh, if you did not do this, if you did not do that, you wouldn't be suffering right now. And they don't want you to care and try to make you feel guilty, because the only way that you can fight for what has happened to our loved one, whether that loved one lives in 2012 or whether that loved one lived in 400 years ago, they try to make you feel guilty for standing up for your family, standing up for your people. I don't expect the Uncle Tom, the Sambo, the dark European to wish to stand up for their ancestors because they have no love. They have no love for their ancestors. Many of them don't even love their family or know their family right now, living today. This is not about hatred. This is not about bigotry. This is simple justice. The United States of America and various corporations benefited from the slavery of my ancestors, from the mistreatment of my ancestors. When we stand for our people, we're standing for justice. No more, no less. I can be a millionaire, well able to take care of myself. I can be poor, but see, that's where they try to get you. Oh, you poor trying to get money. It does not matter whether you are rich or poor. You hurt my family. You hurt my mother. You hurt my great-great-grandmothers. My great-great-great-great-great-grandmothers. You have hurt my family. You see this in Israel. And some of these Uncle Toms talk about they support Israel. Israel, those who live in Israel are standing up for what they believe is what their people have earned. No more, no less. Living or dead. They talk about their thousands and thousands of years history and the land that they are on used to belong to them, so we deserve that. Whether they are right or wrong, that's what they stand on. They stand on who is living today and those who lived thousands and thousands of years ago. Even though their story is false. But that's different. The Uncle Tom, the Sambo, the dark European does not care about his own people. Don't care about self. This is why they act and behave the way they do. Everybody else, racist pink Americans, racist pink Jews, everybody can stand for themselves. Stand and fight for their ancestors. Stand and fight for their nations and country, all except the Negro. The Negro, these dark Europeans don't care nothing about themselves. So since you don't have no feelings, you don't feel nothing for Martin Luther King. You talk, but you don't care that that man died for you more so than Jesus, or Malcolm X died for you, or Nat Turner, and all these great people suffered and sacrificed. Our people, both known and unknown, suffered and died for you. You really don't care, because the only thing on your mind is pleasing your massa. You trying to please the trucking company that ran over your mother and your father. How sick! Woo! How sick can you be? This has nothing to do with you trying to get a free ride. It's about justice. And if I'm poor, and it just so happened that I get a judgment and an award fighting for the justice of my parents, then so be it. But the same thing would mean the same thing if a person is a millionaire, because I'm fighting for justice for my people, my ancestors. That's because I have a feeling, I have an emotional connection to my own, while the dark European don't care nothing, have no feeling for his own blood. Too busy trying to make sure that somebody else's blood is comfortable. Make sure that somebody else is doing fine. I don't want to offend the trucking company. I'm pretty sure the driver did all he could to avoid the accident. Oh, you are so sick. And if that was the case, there would be no courts of law that would be handling these cases day in and day out. These some real sick puppies. Jot down your comments. Let's talk about it. This your brother Taalik Ibn'rad. This was and is. Woo, man. Man, these people, they so sick. I am the Uncle Tom Slayer. This was and is the Reality's Temple on Earth. Peace.